Hello Virgo, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the month of July, Virgo. Can you believe we already burned through the whole first part of the year? How crazy is that? Virgo, I'm here with a couple of oracle decks. We're going to use those. We're going to throw some tarot on it and find out what's going on. I'm going to throw three of these oracle cards. We're going to go early, middle, and end of the month. We're going to find out what's coming up for you. Tell me what's coming up for Virgo, please. Virgo, idiot alert. Please go over to the community board, take a look. Somebody is trying to be me in the comments, so just be careful who you're interacting with and make sure that the name that you are interacting with is actually the name. This particular idiot is putting a period at the end of my name, so be careful with that. If you want me, you know where to find me. My email address is always going to be visible in the description. All right, here we go. Let's find out what's going on for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about July. What's coming up in July, please, for Virgo? We have relationship. Virgo, you might be entering some sort of relationship. Now, relationship, does say the knot, right? So it can mean a couple of things. So for some Virgos, I feel like this is something that's kind of, I don't know, annoying you. It's all tied up, I want to say. This relationship could be a friendship. It could be somebody in your family. It says relationship, and that doesn't necessarily always mean love. It could definitely be love for some of you. I feel like for some of you, if you are already in a relationship, someone might be popping the question. You might be tying the knot, right? And for some of you, I feel like the relationship is sort of tangled, I want to say. We do have card number 35, which is an 8. So I feel like regardless of what it is, I feel like you're about to work really hard on it. Whatever the relationship is, whether you've hit a snag in your relationship, friendship, family, best friend, or a lover, if you've hit a snag, I feel like you're about to work really hard on that, because card 35 is an 8, and 8's about it's about the self. It's about you figuring it out, right? It's also about putting the hard work in on something. Tell me about the middle of the month for Virgo, please. The middle of the month brings you some sort of reflection. You're going to be making some sort of a really big decision. And so it does, again, feel like that somebody here is either going to be tying the knot, or that we're going to try and untangle something that's been going on within a relationship, no matter what kind of relationship that is. So the mirror and reflection here, right? We have the disco ball. We have card number 20. And card number 20 in the tarot, that is judgment. So it is some sort of really big decision they're about to make that's going to change the trajectory of your life. It's like you were doing one thing and all of a sudden this decision makes you go that way. So it feels like there is some sort of really big decision that's coming up for a Virgo here. Tell me about Virgo, the end of the month. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo at the end of the month here. We do have the fence and boundaries. Look at that. So we've got card number 26, which is another 8. Look, 8s are all about fortune. They're about good fortune. I feel like something really good is about to happen to you, my friend. Some financial blessings possibly, or blessings of the self. Maybe whatever is coming up with this relationship is something that is going to be a big blessing. But please understand that fences are boundaries, right? So it could be an indication that not everybody's going to like the decision that you make, and you're going to have to set boundaries with some of those people. And please remember that the boundaries are for you, Virgo. They're never for anyone else. You never put a boundary on someone else. It's always for you. And the boundary could look like, you know what, if you don't like who I'm going to marry, if you don't like the decisions that I'm making, then it is what it is. Maybe we should part ways. Like, I feel like it's a decision that you're making about the self, because card number 26 is an 8, right? 6 and 2 is an 8. And I feel like that you are about to set some boundaries for yourself here, because not everybody's going to like the decision that you make. It might be that this tangled up relationship here is something that hits the bricks, you know what I mean? So we have the evil eye and protection. So I feel like somebody here is jealous, I want to say. So whenever something good comes along, that really does sort of unearth who's really on your side, Virgo, right? When you hit the lottery, or when you find the love of your life and you get married, possibly engaged, it brings to the surface all of the haters, the ones who are envious, the ones who don't like that you're doing well. That's what I feel. So it does feel like you've got the protection here of the evil eye. And it's card number 1. It tells me because you're having some sort of a new beginning. Something new is about to unfold for you. Something really beautiful, I think, is about to unfold for you in the month of July. But look, not everybody is going to be happy about that. So I've dusted off these tea leaf cards here. We are going to put one down for each of these. Tell me what else is coming up for Virgo. What else do we need to know about Virgo? We've got doing something risky, taking a chance, right? So I think that somebody here, it's the tiger, right? It's like you're doing it fearlessly. You're doing it fearlessly. You're either going to finally take the last attempt to untangle that hard relationship you have with a family member, or that hard relationship you've had with a best friend, or maybe you're in a love relationship and it's time to fix things, untangle the knot. But it says here, doing something risky, taking a chance. And so some of you are tying the knot, and that is the risk and the chance that you're taking, that somebody could say yes, but maybe somebody could say no. Tell me about the mirror. We've got successful outcome to your problems. I like it. So I want to say with this big decision here, I want to say that if you're about to propose to somebody, that they're probably going to say yes. I feel like it opens the door to something brand new. There is a key here, right? And I feel like this card number 20, this decision that you're making is the key to opening the door to the outcomes of a lot of problems for you here. And it's all about your reflection. It's about looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, look, you need to make this decision, and not everybody's going to like it, but you have the key to open the door to whatever it is that is going to be beneficial to you. It says successful outcome. So whatever it is going to be a successful outcome for you. And we have boundaries, which brings us the wheel. And it says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. And so I think that sometimes we do that. Look, I know that I'm guilty of it too. When we don't want to make decisions, right? It's kind of like we wander around the outside of something, looking at it from all corners, figuring out what it is we want to do about the situation. But it says that indecisiveness has what has got you into the pickle. So I feel like boundaries are necessary. It's time to put up boundaries with people who are not necessarily beneficial in your life. And yes, I believe in adversity. Adversity does grow us, but we don't have to live there. We can pop a tent there. We don't have to buy a house in adversity, right? Let's look at some tarot for you here. Tell me about Virgo. Tell me about Virgo for the month of July, please, 2024. What's coming up for Virgo? Look, I just saw the Four of Wands in my head. If it comes up here, I'm going to freak out. Maybe not freak out, but be a little impressed by the universe. Tell me about the knot and relationships. We do have the Six of Wands. Okay, there it is. Victory, right? Victory. It's time for you to step across the finish line. It's time for you to finally make the decision that you've wanted to make for a while. Look, a lot of people are going to be happy with you. A lot of people are going to be cheering you on. I feel like for the most part, a lot of people are going to be cheering you on. We do have this Ace of Wands that's in your hand, so I feel like you've manifested this. If you are tying the knot with somebody here, we do have Two of Wands over here. It's preparatory to make a decision, right? It's a preparation. You've been at the crossroads. Maybe you've been in this relationship for a while. We do have Three Wands over here. You've been waiting to do the right thing. What I do know, these are victory wreaths here, but what I do know, because I'm a medieval nerd, Virgo, is that back in the day when they didn't have rings and a way to show that people were betrothed, that the matriarch would make wreaths for the heads of the bride and groom to be, right? For the ones that have betrothed to each other. So it almost feels like somebody here is looking for someone to put that wreath on. So I really do feel like somebody here is about to pop the question, or is about to get some gained victory here, getting across a finish line. It's like a goal you've planned or you've always wanted, and I feel like stepping across the finish line tells me that you are making this goal, I feel. And yeah, it feels like it's something that you've been preparing for a while, something that you've been waiting for. Three of Wands is here telling me that you've been waiting for the right moment to do this. Tell me about the mirror, please, and the reflection. Tell me about the successful outcome here. I feel like you're having a different outcome as you look at yourself. Look, have you ever done it? Have you ever, while you're brushing your teeth, look in the mirror and try and see what's behind the eyes, right? Who's there? Who's the person that is inside this thing, right? Who's the person that's inside the casing that we come in here? we do have the Star. I kind of like it. It is wish fulfillment. So I feel like whatever it is, it says successful outcome to your problems. And so I feel if you've had some doubt about a decision you're going to make, your wish fulfillment is that it works out for you. It feels like you have hope. I feel like you have balance. I feel like you have emotional balance. I feel like your third eye is open. I feel like you are about ready to make some sort of a really big decision that you have been hoping for. It could be this, that you want to tie the knot, but it also could be that you're hoping that the decision that you're making is going to work out well for you. And I think that it will, honestly, because it says right here that there's a successful outcome. Tell me more about Virgo. What's happening at the end of the month for Virgo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. We do have the 9 of Pentacles. I like it. Look, placing boundaries is never fun. And you don't have to give a verbal boundary. You don't have to say to the person, look, now you've earned yourself a spot behind the boundary. You don't have to do that, Virgo. You can do it in silence. And I think that that's probably the way you move anyway. I feel like it's like you're doing it in silence, like you're just distancing yourself from them. But understand that when you distance yourself from people who are shitting on whatever it is that you're trying to do in your life, that you grow. You do grow. And we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Pentacles. And we do have 3 pentacles on the other side. I feel like you are in the 9 here, stable and sturdy. I feel like once you set these boundaries in place here and you stop with the indecisiveness, that's where the confidence comes from. That's how you grow your intuition, by the way, by making small decisions and backing yourself up, listening to, you know what, that person is probably not a person I want in my life anymore. If they don't like my fiance, if they don't like the choices that I'm making, then maybe that's somebody that I need to distance myself from. And when I mean distance, when I say distance, I mean like maybe you used to answer their texts when they came in right away. Maybe you're waiting, 5 minutes at first, then maybe you're waiting 20 minutes, then maybe you're waiting an hour, then maybe you're waiting a day, and before you know it, it becomes just not that important to you any longer. We do have the 6 of Cups here. Somebody is about to tie the knot here with their a person that they've known for a really long time. So if you are in a relationship, I think that's it. But also I feel like somebody here is about to build boundaries here with people, again, who are not good for you, right? We got the 5 of Cups. For people who are like nowhere to be found when you need help. The cups are empty. There's no more love here. And I feel like they are people who make you feel bad about yourself, who make you feel like you're not doing the right thing or going in the right way. I feel like you need to get the naysayers out of your life, Virgo. And I feel like some of them are unfortunately people that you've known for a really long time. This is going to give you all the stability that you need in order to have this long-term relationship work out here. And because that is your energy, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So I feel like, unfortunately, some of you are going to be creating boundaries with people. You know what? We didn't put one over here. What is this? A broken wishbone. It says, wishes will not be granted. Interesting. So I want to say that whoever is against you, whoever has the envy, whoever is the person who doesn't want it to work out for you, I feel like their wish is not going to be granted here. Did you ever do that? Did you ever pull like this bone out of the chicken and then wait for it to dry? I used to do it as a kid. My mom would put it on the counter, and then me and my sister would, whoever got the long side was the one that got their wish. So I feel like whoever is trying to be against you here is not going to prosper. That's what I feel. Let's clarify just a little bit here. Tell me about the 6 of Wands, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what Virgo needs to expect at the beginning of July. As I throw the cards around here, we do have the 10 of Swords. So in order for you to move forward here, I feel like you do have to end some other relationships. And it might be the relationships that refuse to become untangled. Like when we try and untangle relationships, if we have like a hardship or an argument, or, sometimes it's family members. And, when we have that hard energy here, in order for us to be able to get the victory at what we want, I feel like sometimes we have to slam that door. Sometimes it's too much of a betrayal. And I feel like that you are the tiger at the beginning of the month, right? We've got doing something risky, taking a chance. So I feel like you're closing a door and saying, look, if I want the victory, I need to get all of those heavy weights off my ankles. If I'm going to be able to soar, I need to get the heavy weights off my ankles. So if you can't resolve this here, I feel if this is a tangled relationship that you're dealing in, I feel like it's time to close the door on that thing, and that's where your victory will lie. For others of you, I feel like you are possibly tying the knot with somebody here, and you are taking a chance. I feel like that not everybody's going to be happy for you, as I said, and I feel like those are the people you're going to have to close the door on, and it's going to be a betrayal, and you never know who's going to betray you until something super great happens in your life, right? And then all of a sudden they start popping up their heads and telling you who they think you are and what you should be doing, Virgo. We do have the Queen of Wands. Tell me more about that. We do have the Queen of Cups. Look, I feel like for some of you, we are talking about family. Look, we've got the Four of Wands and the Ten of Wands. It feels like something has become really heavy. You've been carrying it around for a while, and I feel like it has to do with the family or the family home, or maybe there's arguments in the family or in the family home. I feel like the Queen of Cups to me is always first in my head as the matriarch. It could be a mother. Maybe you don't have a great relationship with your mother, and maybe your mother and your fiance, feminine or masculine, they might be clashing. Now, this person is kind and considerate and compassionate, but it feels like fire and water. Do you know what I mean? They can balance each other if they choose to, but they also can be at odds with each other. So I feel for somebody here that the person that you might be tying the knot with is at odds with your family or a family member. This could be an older sister. To me, it's somebody who's older than you. So it could be an older sister, a mother, a grandmother, a father, a grandfather, an older brother. Take it as it resonates for you. But I feel like there's a clash of energies here, and you are going to have to remove people from your life, even if it's just temporarily, so they understand that you mean business, Virgo. Because I feel like this is becoming kind of heavy for you here with the Nine of Wands. And I feel like the reason that you've carried it around is, one, because you really love your family or your best friend or whoever it is that's causing the issues here. So it's like you're doing something risky. You're like, it's like people who betray you, betray your trust, betray you, period. Tell me about the middle of the month here. We've got the Star. It looks like there is going to be a successful outcome. So if you are planning to ask that question that's going to change your life, card 20 is the Judgment card. I feel like it is going to work out. Yeah, absolutely. We've got the Nine of Pentacles again. We've got the Four of Cups, and we have the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like it's telling me here that the reflection in the mirror, it's like you've been thinking about this for a really long time with hope that it would work out. And I feel like you sat here thinking like, if I don't do it now, I could miss my opportunity. If I don't do it now, I'm never going to get out of the Four of Cups. And although this is stable, right? The fours are always about stability. And I feel like although it's taking you out of your party phase, I feel it's like you feel that if you don't say something to this person and lock it down, I feel like if you don't do this, if you don't grow this at the point where it's supposed to grow, that you feel like you might lose it. You might lose the opportunity. So I feel like the person that you are is the person that you are going to be with, or that you're going to ask to marry you, if that's the case here. I feel like this person is in their pre-empress energy. They could be someone who's an entrepreneur doing really well in their life, or they look really good. They've had a glow up. They're somebody who's very stable and sturdy and confident. And so I feel like this is something that you've always wished for. The Page of Pentacles tells me that I feel like you're finally breathing life into it, putting energy into it, successful outcome. So I feel like the person says yes, and then you go on your way to this brand new opening here, this brand new clean slate, right? You're beginning a new life with somebody here. I think that the reason that you're able to put these boundaries in place at the end of the month, because I think there's a lot of things that are happening in the first couple weeks of the month, maybe the first 3 weeks. It feels like the only reason that you're able to place these boundaries and in a place where it's not going to cause a lot of havoc in your life is because you are confident as well. I feel like we're looking at possibly two feminines. It doesn't have to be, because the women and the men on the cards, don't get confused. It's feminine or masculine energy, because we don't know what the energy is in here, right? We don't know if they're leaning feminine or leaning masculine with a little bit of masculine or a little bit of feminine. So I feel like you finally get your confidence, but I feel like you're going to be in a relationship with the same person who I feel it's like a twin. I want to say. So you're like, no matter what goes down, no matter what they like, if they like or don't like my decision, I don't really care. I'm going to be going forward, and I feel like this person and you are twinning each other, and this person and you feed off each other in terms of confidence, in terms of growth. And I feel like you are growing into a place where you realize that you need boundaries, because you know that your indecisiveness is just like being all over the place is not really getting you anywhere. It says allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. And now, because you could be in a group of people who ramble aimlessly, and once you finally pick a path, they're kind of offended that you've picked a path with a soulmate, because everybody wants a soulmate, right? Everybody wants a beautiful, relaxing, sort of flowing relationship. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles, please. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Death card, yeah, and we have the Six of Wands. And I feel like making these cuts here, putting these boundaries in place and making these cuts here is a total transformational moment here, because I feel like you are ready to you're ready to say what you feel and just do it with. You're ready to face challenges, I feel, with a clear mind. That you're making clear cuts, you're making clear decisions. You're not being unreasonable. I don't think you're being unreasonable, Virgo. I feel like you are being very reasonable, because there's a lot of changes going on in your life. It's time that you're going to finally tell these people, look, you can't tell me what to do. I've got the victory. And I feel like there are a lot of people around you. Look, there's two people in the background here. There are a lot of people around you who are cheering you on. People in front of you, people behind you here. I feel like as you get engaged, right? We've got these two wreaths here, and the Six of Wands is here. We've got these two wreaths here. As you get engaged, I feel like the people that you were in the hardest relationship with, the ones who are all tangled up in this knot, these relationships, friendships, families, whatever, I feel like those are the people who are envious of you with this evil eye energy here. But I feel like they know that this is your soulmate, and you're never gonna back away from this soulmate, because they make you feel like the king or the queen, right? They make you feminine or masculine. They make you feel like the king. And I feel like you're ready to settle down. You're ready to get stable. You're ready to grow. And I feel like these two people, because they're in their pre-Empress energy, I feel like these two people are ready. I feel like there's going to be some people that you're going to have to walk away from, my friend. You're going to have to move forward and cut out from the chaos, because I feel like you're about to enter into some sort of lifetime commitment here, and not everybody's going to be happy about it, my friend. Just going to pull some of these lovers cards here for you. Tell me what's coming up for love for Virgo here. We've got give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. I really do feel that somebody's cracking the question here. We have only time will tell. One more card. We do have, look deep within your heart and you will find my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So there's no way that you're giving up this soulmate. There's no way that you're giving up the soulmate. There's going to be people in your life that are not happy, but leave them there. Leave them behind the fence. Let them do what they're going to do. They're going to spread their angst, their sadness. These are people who are in this frame of mind, and you're just not there. You're in this frame of happiness, settling down, having fun, becoming stable. I think it's a beautiful month for you here. And for those of you who have this relationship that is kind of tangled up in a knot, I think you get the victory. I think you get the victory because of your confidence here, your confidence and your ability to stay stable in your emotions. I feel like you're going to try and work through this, and if it doesn't work, you're putting up the boundaries and heading out. I really do feel it. I'm going to go for now, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I will be back, because I'm always back. Boop, boop. Love you guys. Bye-bye.